What's in your diary?
What's in your diary?
What's in your diary?
What's in yours?
Hey everybody, so I wanted to hop back on after me and Mike finished recording and just actually record the podcast for today. We wanted to just clear the air from everything that was going on. It it would have just been like, oh wait, there was somebody else on here. Now he's not on there right now. So yeah, we wanted to clear that up for y'all. So yes, I'm gonna go ahead. I know we did a few segments, but I did just want to share since this is a new season, just like my happy thoughts. So for our happy thoughts segment, I just wanted to share that I just came off of a trip with my friends. We went to the Woman Evolve virtual experience with Sarah Jakes Roberts, her sister, and like a bunch of other people. And it was just really fun. And we, after like all the girls that were on the trip, were just talking about how we just really felt moved by it and how empowering it just was to just be around women who just all have the same goals. And yeah, a little update because I know I kept updating y'all on my plants. So yes, I talked about it a little bit before, but yeah, when I was thinking about my plants, I'm just like, wow, what happened? And then my friend was telling me how these little white bugs were attacking her plants. And I was like, man, I should really check. So when I was looking around the pots, I was trying to add dirt to some of them. And then I was looking at them, I'm like, oh, like there's those little red and white bugs. And I actually learned that the little white ones, they actually were attacking my plants at the roots. And I was asking her, I'm like, yeah, so how do you get them off? Like, how do you like save the plant? She's like, I guess you have to take them out and wash the roots off. And I was just like, oh, okay, that seems like a lot, but if you want to save the plant, that's what you got to do. So yeah, I really wasn't up for that. Yeah, so they died. A lot of them died. I still have a few. Like I said, I got a few left. But yeah, I guess I'll just keep y'all up to date. I'll keep posting pictures. They look kind of sorry, but I actually need to post a new picture of how it's looking out there. But yeah, it's pretty sad. I just want to let y'all know how that was going. But yeah, for our message today, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to name this episode because there's a lot going on, but God gave me this message when I was really thinking about my plants and like what I was going to do. I'm just like, wow, I'm going to have to get back on here and tell them how I ruined them. I didn't want to do the work to take the plants out and clean the roots off, and that just kind of opened up a whole door for the message that I had today. And, after I went to the conference, I was just thinking, like, wow, I just feel like I'm in this season where so much is changing and God is like really pushing me to like have tough conversations with people and just, uh, just pushing me in all these different directions in this season in my life. And, where was I going with that? And yeah, and I really felt like I was in the season of being like uprooted, you know, for a long time. I guess my life was just going down this like one road, and it just wasn't the road that God had intended for my life. And that's why I was telling Mike, like, I just think we came to that point where we just kind of, God was trying to take us in different directions or trying to pull us in different directions. And I feel like that is just really showing that like he's just changing everything. Like as soon as I get comfortable, he's moving me. But it's like us as his children, we want to be uprooted and moved. And with that comes discomfort, comes hurt and pain. And I was just thinking like, okay, like we and I brought it all back to the fact that the bugs in those plants, they needed those nutrients. Like they knew that the nutrients were in the roots of the plants, and that's why they were attacking them. Like they didn't go for the leaves, they didn't go for anything else, they went for the roots. So in that case, I didn't know that they had even attacked the plant until after it was like already dead. So it just reminded me of like us, we are in seasons in our lives and we're in places in our lives where we can't even see the enemy attacking us on the inside. We can't even see how he comes at us. We can't even see how things are just changing in us for the bad sometimes until it's too late, until people can already see it on the outside, until it's like pouring out of us, until it's just not where it should be, until it's at the worst. And that was just reminding me, like, okay, yes, sometimes God does have to uproot us. Like my plants, I should have taken them out the pots, cleaned them off. I should have done that, but I didn't want to do that. So they died. And then sometimes that's what's happening to us. God is trying to uproot us. God is trying to pull us out of these pots. God is trying to move us to something better, trying to clean off the old, the bad, the hurt, the pain, all the things that stop us from moving to the next step. So he's trying to clean us off to move us to bigger and better. And sometimes like we fight that process, and it was just really so crazy because it's like maybe our roots need to be cleaned, and it's like at some point God will have to uproot us. Like that's the bottom line. And uprooting, it's just not going to be fun. And I feel like that's really the season that I'm in. It's like constantly needing to be uprooted. It's like, okay, you're growing, so it's like you're getting rid of all of that, and you're trying to grow. You're trying to, and like my plants, they couldn't grow anymore. There was absolutely nothing else I could do. Like it was too late, and God doesn't want us to get to that point where it's just like too late. Like I've lost you completely because you wouldn't let me uproot you in the season that I needed to. And so then we suffer. Then we stay in the same season with the same roots that are dying, that are attacking us from the inside. And we just constantly and constantly just keep repeating the same cycle because we won't let God, we won't let go of those roots. It's like we're holding on to those little bugs that are just attacking us. And sometimes the enemy, he comes and he attacks us internally. He really does. And we really never see it. And then by the time everybody else is telling us, it's like, oh, well, it's too late. Now it's hard to look in the mirror. And then another thing that I thought was about how I know if I'm being attacked, it's some more of y'all being attacked right now. And some of us, we won't even know it until God is uprooting us. And some of us, we won't know until after we've been uprooted. And I think like that's what's kind of hitting me now. It's like, whoa, like something is happening here. And then And then some of us, like, we don't even know. We don't even know that we're being uprooted. And we don't even know, like, that the process is taking place. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like I'm at the end now because I feel like I had been being uprooted, like, constantly, constantly. Every time I'm getting to a place, and I'm still being uprooted, and just allowing God to cleanse and clean off everything old so that I can become what He really needs me to be, and being able to stand in that. And God may be trying to remove us from an area, like a certain area that we're in, or a certain environment that we're in, and replant us in an environment that's super unfamiliar. So we go from one area that's super comfortable and super rewarding, that we're like, oh, this is not what I really want, but this is what I'm settling for, type of thing. Like, I know there's more in me. I know I can go get more. But we really just remain. We want to remain in one area, but God is really trying to take us to an unfamiliar place that we've never been. But we're so stuck in this, like, need to control, this over controlling mindset that, if I don't have control, like, I'm gonna lose everything, when really you've already lost everything. Like, you've lost all control of everything. You'll completely lose all control of everything if you haven't already. And, like, honestly, like, this is one of the main reasons why this whole month we're doing the 30-day challenge for the letting go of control, because that's one thing that holds us back. It holds us back from, like, God uprooting us. It holds us back from us just being able to move forward to the next season. Like Deborah talked about, we're prolonging where we are. We have to learn to just allow God to be God. And because you might be in a place right now where you think, oh, this is where I want to be, this is what I want to be doing, and God might take it all away, because there's something that He wants you to be doing. There's a place that He wants you to be in. There's a focus that He needs you to have. And sometimes that uprooting, it hurts, because guess what? You were just where you wanted to be. You were just in love with where you were. You were so comfortable. And that is that comfortability that He takes away. And He's going to continue to take it away so He can get you to grow. Because the more uncomfortable you are, the more, like, the more out of your comfort zone, the more pressure He's putting on you to step more out of your comfort zone, the more you're gonna grow. And if he's stepping on you to keep growing, He's trying to use you. So allow it. Just go through the motions, and it might not be easy, but you have to really allow God to clean you off. Like those bugs chopping at your roots, trying to kill you, trying to tear you down, trying to tell you you're nothing, trying to tell you you don't belong here, trying to tell you you're not worthy of love, you don't deserve to be loved, you don't deserve to bear children, you don't deserve to have the joy and the peace and the grace that God gives, telling you that you're not worthy of anything and that you're going to be alone forever. Those bugs that are just chomping away at the inside. That's what I'm saying. This is happening internally before anybody sees it, before you let anybody in. This is what's happening. But God is trying to clean you off. He's trying to get rid of those bugs. You don't deserve to live like this. He's telling you. He's already told us. He's made us so many promises. And we have to be able to see that God is trying to clean us off. And we have to freely let go and allow Him to be God, and allow Him to take control while we just lead the way. He's telling us what to do. We lead the way. He's going to keep guiding us. He's going to keep controlling it all for us. And we have to really surrender the need for that control. And we really have to dig deep to find out why is it so hard for me to give up this control, Lord? And a part of it could be some type of trust issues that have nothing to do with God. They could be related to family trust issues. And it's like uncovering that and unpacking that and getting to the bottom of why you even have these feelings. And that's what we have to do. And just remembering that God got you. There's no need to worry about anything. There's no need to stress about anything. He has it. He's going to take care of it. He knows what you need, and trusting and leaning on the fact that he knows what you need is really all we can do. So, with that being said, I just wanted to come back on here and give y'all that little message because that was just something that I got when I was really thinking about, like, wow, I just let my poor plants die. And some of us, we're allowing the devil to attack us in a way that's just, it's really killing us. It's killing our joy. It's killing our peace. It's killing our, our everything. It's killing every part of us that we really should be enjoying. Like right now, we're in this season of COVID, and a lot of things are shut down, but we also can't lose sight of the fact that, like, God is going to keep me. He's going to protect me in this season, even if I get COVID. Just continuously remembering that He is in control, and no matter what happens, even if it seems like the worst thing that could ever happen, it has a purpose, and it might not make sense right now, and it might not make sense in 5 years, and it might not make sense in 10 years, but maybe in 20 years, it might make sense. We don't know God's plan. We can't see it. And that's what faith is. And still believing in Him and believing that He's going to show up for us, and still believing that He's going to protect us no matter what is what we have to hold on to in this season. And if God is trying to uproot you, I just want to really encourage you to allow Him, allow the changes to come, and they will be uncomfortable, and you will feel so uncomfortable, but God is planning something for your life, and you have to allow Him to do that, because if you don't, you're going to repeat the same season over and over and be saying, why God, but He's trying and you're not letting Him. So you have to just let Him open up and just allow Him to move through you, through your life. Allow Him to work in you so that you can go and do what He needs you to do. So, yes, that is our message for today. I actually won't be giving journal assignments over the podcast anymore, because we have been sending them out every day over break, keeping in touch with everyone. And so, yes, we actually today have over 100 subscribers. So, like, that's amazing. And everybody who signed up for the August challenge, this 35-day challenge, I added on an extra 5 days. So if you subscribed at the beginning of July, you got an extra 5 days. So yes. So I did just want to let y'all know I'm revamping the store. Wait, back up. If you're not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe, especially if you journal every day, especially if you want to journal every day. Look, if you have a hard time spending time with yourself, dating yourself, this is a great way to date yourself, especially because we're in quarantine. And if you spend a lot of time like drinking or stuff like just eating a bunch of junk, look, the best thing you could do, I mean, an easy thing you could do is just take care of yourself by journaling. Take care of yourself internally. Take care of yourself. It's a form of self-care. Journaling is also a legacy. Leave behind a legacy for your family. Guess what? Because somebody will be touched by what you write down. Generational healing. So, yes, I will talk to y'all. Oh, wait. Fast forward back. I did want to let y'all know the store is kind of under construction, but we got some good things coming down the pipeline. You can still order, of course, but I just want to let y'all know some new stuff coming out. Yes. So I will talk to y'all next week. I hope y'all enjoyed this funny episode. It was like all over the place. I hope it still makes sense though. All right, love y'all. Talk to y'all next week.